He missed the game because I finally stopped being his clock. My boyfriend Mark has been late to everything for the entire 3 years we've been together. Dinners with my parents, late, movies, missed the first 20 minutes, my cousin's wedding. We walked in during the vows like we were the world's rudest surprise guests. And every single time, I was the one sprinting around our apartment yelling time updates like a human countdown timer. Meanwhile, Mark would be in the garage messing with his Mustang or on the couch gaming, tossing out, "Yeah, babe, just one more minute," while that 1 minute mutated into half an hour. I tried talking to him, seriously talking, but he'd just laugh and say he runs on Mark time, like it was quirky instead of rage-inducing. 2 months ago, I started padding every event by an hour. If we needed to leave at 6, I'd tell him 5. It worked, but it made me feel like his mother, not his partner. So 3 weeks ago, I told him point blank, "I'm done being your personal alarm clock. You're 28, figure it out." He said okay, but the man's delusion was strong. He clearly didn't believe me. Then last Tuesday, he came home beaming, holding 2 tickets to the big rivalry basketball game on Saturday. He'd been tracking resale prices for weeks. He was pumped, already talking about leaving early to catch warm-ups. I was happy for him. I said, "Great, sounds fun." Saturday morning, he was actually up early. Shock of all shocks. Made breakfast, buzzed with excitement. The game started at 7, and it was a 40-minute drive to the arena. At 4:30, he wandered into the garage. I heard the hood pop, never a good sign. At 5:15, I passed by and saw him elbow deep in the engine with his whole toolbox out. I asked what he was doing. He told me the truck made a weird noise yesterday, and he wanted to check it real quick. The truck was fine. The truck is always fine. The truck is his procrastination hobby. 5:45 rolled around, then 6. I folded towels on the couch, watching the clock, fighting the instinct to go rescue him from his own time mismanagement. The old me would have been in the garage, giving countdown warnings like a flight attendant. The new me stared at my phone and stayed put. At 6:20, he finally came inside, wiping grease off his hands. "Okay, I'm ready. Let me grab a quick shower." I looked up. The game starts at 7. He froze. "Wait, what time is it now?" I told him. His soul left his body. He took the fastest shower of his life, and we tore out of the driveway at 6:35. He sped the whole way, muttering, "We're gonna miss tip-off," checking the dash clock like it was personally offending him. We walked into the arena at 7:20. Parking took 10 more minutes. By the time we sat down, it was 7:35, and the score was already 24-18. Mark just stood there holding his beer, staring at the scoreboard like he'd caught it cheating on him. "We missed everything," he said. "The intros, the first quarter, all of it." He sank into his seat, fuming. During a timeout, he turned to me. "You knew we were running late. Why didn't you tell me to hurry up?" I looked him dead in the face. "I told you 3 weeks ago I wasn't doing that anymore. You're an adult." He got loud. "So you just let me screw up my own plans? You knew how excited I was." People turned to look. I kept my voice level. "You chose to work on your truck. I mentioned it was getting late. You ignored it." He said it wasn't fair. He lost track of time. I should have been more direct. I told him he loses track of time constantly, and I'm exhausted from carrying his entire schedule on my back. He barely watched the rest of the game, arms crossed like a sulky teenager. On the drive home, he accused me of sabotaging the night to prove a point. I said, "All I proved is that without me managing your life, you can't even make it to something you were excited about." We didn't speak the rest of the night.